Hi there, Z here, and with a heavy heart, I regret to inform the 20 people who are still interested in these videos to say that this will be the last of my No Man's Try series. I know, yeah, I get it. Oh, shut up! Shut up, okay? I get it, I understand, and soon you'll find out why I can't go on with this broken piece of garbage game, but I don't want anybody arguing in the comments section or anything else like that, because I promise you, something magical will come of this, because I really did enjoy playing this horrendous game until it became so horrendous that I couldn't push through it anymore. So through the No Man's Sky smoldering pile of garbage, I want to start a new video game series. A video game series where I take a bad, broken, terrible game from the past and I play it again, and I try to beat it, and I torture myself with it pretty much for your enjoyment. So if any of you have any idea of what kind of game you may have in mind, a terrible game that you just want me to just rake myself over the coals with, hey, make sure you put it down in the comment section. But as of right now, without further ado, fucking kill this thing. So for those of you who don't know what this series was, I came back to No Man's Sky years after it was released to see if they fixed everything after their completely disaster initial release, and after 3 videos and 13 fucking hours of playing it, I can rightfully say, no. No, this game is nothing but a fucking major drag on my patience the entire time I was playing it. It's like if you could sit in line for the DMV whilst also simultaneously doing a 1,200-piece jigsaw puzzle with your dead grandma while also doing your algebra homework. Nothing about this game made me feel like the universe was worth exploring or adventuring. Everything was just tedious. It was tedious and bland and dull and mind-numbing. It was just an awful time, but let me explain what the last 4 hours were of this game. So after months and months of not playing this, I honestly had no idea what I did last. But if it was anything less than crash landing on an alien planet and fist fighting a Martian Bigfoot, then I have no idea what it was, because absolutely all my shit was busted. The ship needed to be repaired, the scanner was broken, the visor was cracked, the terrain manipulator was more like a fucking paperweight than a high-tech item, so the first hour or two was me simply recovering and repairing all this piece of shit from an apparent disaster that I have no idea what happened. An hour, Zach, says the one and only fan of this sleep aid designed as a video game. I could have done it all in 20 minutes. Yeah, bullshit. Like I mentioned before in my previous videos, if let's say it asks for rock, dust, and oxygen to make the item to repair the other item. Okay, cool, easy peasy. I see some rocks around here. I'll just mine some of them with my little mining gun okay, no oxygen plants in sight, even when I try to scan, so, I guess I'll just mine these plants that give me the scant amount of oxygen, and after, like, 10 minutes, sweet, I got enough to, oh, I got my life support low. Okay, well, what do I need to, of course I need to sacrifice the oxygen that I just mined just so I can stay alive longer to mine more oxygen or to make the part and die. Just fantastic. Just, a beautiful game. I love this game. This is very similar to, like, if a drunk friend came up to you and like, hey, would you rather lose your eyes or your ears? Which one do you want more? I don't know, can I have fucking both of them? Are you threatening me with this question, Dave? This is the hamster wheel of gameplay that you need to do over and over and over again. Need this item? Go out to the world and find it. Hey, you found it, good job. Now you need to stay alive by putting the same thing that you just fucking mined in your body to keep you alive longer to go find some more. But don't you dare go too far away from your base, because if you're traveling all day collecting as much of the certain item that you need, night comes around, and unless you have sodium, which is another lovely mineral that's as rare as a AAA video game company with good intentions, you will be running to your piece of shit shack and waiting for daylight. And it was around this time that I noticed how many of these little fucking robots are flying around. Yeah, I don't remember them being so plentiful last time I played, but again, I don't remember much of the last time I played, but whatever, it gives me something to kill, right? Right? Yeah, you go to hell, robot! Get ready to get mined, you piece of shit! Yeah, I hope you rot in hell! Oh god, the bot Stoppo is coming after me. I'm sorry, my mining weapon just went off, I didn't mean to kill him, it was an accident, I'm sorry! Oh, right. The AI is retarded, so I forgot to say that. Boy, this is an awkward conversation. I think you boys are looking for me. But fear not, everyone, because if you ever tire of the sterling gameplay, which I know it's hard to imagine, someone can just pop right in. Yeah, in the middle of your resource gathering extravaganza, someone can just join you and you can be graced with the background noise of another gamer suffering from both confusion and boredom, so it's different than you going through the same exact symptoms. What a fantastic time to be alive. Video games were just at the peak in 2016.
I just jumped into somebody's game and I'm in a random motherfucking sources.
But let's say I grinded for enough time to collect the necessary elements to survive longer than 2 minutes, and I repaired everything that I have. Sweet. Okay, what's next? Okay, it's telling me to build a warp cell. Sounds good. Sounds good. I think I could do this. All right, I need to make a housing cell and antimatter. All right, let me see how to build a housing cell. Okay, so I need these resources. Okay, but I'm having trouble finding where the fuck it's not here. It's just not fucking here. What? I spent 2 hours fixing my shit and grinding all the necessary requirements, and now you won't even let me fucking build it! Calm down, Zach. Maybe it's in the blueprint computer, the computer that you put useless technology into in the vain hopes that you'll be able to build something else. So, let me look in here. Nope, nothing here. This is great. This is fan-fucking-tastic. What a great game. After all this time, I was ready to take my adventuring to a hyper-speed scale. You know, find new aliens in a new solar system, learn their language, their culture, breed with their women, but this fucking game won't teach me how to make a warp drive. I'm losing my shit right now. I am. I'm losing my shit. I literally had to make more launch fuel to get in my spaceship, to go to different outposts around the planet, to find a trader to sell me the housing cell, but doesn't matter now that I have the fucking housing cell. I don't know how to make the antimatter and nobody will sell it to me! So I thought, hey, maybe if I research more thing in this blueprint computer, it'll be further in there. You know, it's like it's backed up with so much useless crap. Maybe I need to learn some of that stuff before they start giving me the good stuff, right? So I scoured the land looking for underground technology to get the modules to use on the blueprint machine, and after researching about, 8 different fucking items I didn't even need, I finally got to it. A wooden door. A wooden door. And at that point, I lost it all. I lost it. The sense of adventure, the wonderment of the galaxy, the idea of banging aliens all across the cosmos, poof! Gone! All of it! And it was at that point I decided that if this game is so poorly fucking thought out, I really don't want to be a part of it. Sure, I mean, I could have looked online and found exactly where the blueprints are to make the warp cell, and the best way of harvesting oxygen and sodium and all the other minerals necessary to survive more than one day out on a planet. And sure, there will be some people in here that will call me a quitter and that I'm semi-retarded because I couldn't figure any of this shit out, but honestly, fuck it, okay? Okay, remember a time when you didn't have to look at the internet because the game was poorly made? Nowadays, any game developer could just put out any piece of garbage, and thanks to the internet helping the player base along, they could just patch all the necessary shit in afterwards. Yeah, the game doesn't really matter, we didn't really explain too much, but don't worry, I come in your eye, 6969's got our back covered, because he's played 50 hours of this game and he knows exactly where to go. This is the perfect example of a game with a lot of promises that failed to give hardly anything at the release and have been trying to fix the game with faulty initial premise for about 2 years and still has a flaming piece of garbage on their hands. The necessary elements are too hard to find most of the time. The game doesn't explain how to get some items, and you just kind of have to find things out personally or look at the wiki. The distances between you and the places that you need to be are always just so far away, and you don't want to keep jumping in your plane because it takes up so much jet fuel to get to another part, and it's just, I'm so tired of making lift fuel. I'm just so sick of it. Just so I don't have to walk 500 meters to get to the thing that I need to be. And then as soon as I get that thing, guess what? Bam! 1,500 meters away from there. It's like, can't you guys just fucking cut me a break? The grind is just so insane, and the atmosphere is more dead than my love life, which is saying a lot. And I realize that later in the game, you get vehicles, you get upgrades, and maybe a story that actually makes sense and it's fairly compelling. But you know what? I've said this so many times before, all right? I don't care if you tell me that there's the most delicious piece of cake under this pile of dog shit. It's not worth the trouble of digging through. I'm done with this, okay? I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.